Today I'm going to be using some epoxy for our craft, and I have the Craft Smart brand, and you get a part A and a part B. One is the resin and one is the hardener. And I use plastic cups that I could just throw right in the garbage. And I want to put equal parts of part A in one cup and then the same amount in a second cup of part B. And then once I have my equal parts, I'm going to mix it together. And I just use a popsicle stick to stir it around. Now, if you want to use a reusable cup for the epoxy, then they do sell silicone cups, and the epoxy peels right off of the silicone once it hardens. Once I have that fully mixed based on the instructions, I'm going to take some pink fine glitter and mix it into the epoxy. Whenever you're using glitter, I always make sure it is fine, and you want to stir it really well. I have this silicone mold. You can find these in the baking section at either Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and you want to just make sure that it's silicone. And I'm going to take my epoxy with the glitter and dump it into the mold. Now they have a huge selection of different shapes and styles of these molds, so you can really recreate this with any theme of your choice. And when I'm filling each section of the mold, I'm not filling it all the way to the top. I'm filling it about halfway. And then I'm just taking my embossing tool, which is like a heat gun, and I'm just removing the air bubbles. Now I let that sit overnight, and once the epoxy was fully hardened, I removed it from the silicone molds. They come out very easily, and you don't want to remove them until they are fully dry. And now I have 6 pink flamingos. I have some screw-eye hooks, and I'm actually going to place it inside my drill gun where the drill bit would go, and I'm going to make sure it's nice and tight. I'm going to grab one of the flamingos, and I'm going to drill the screw-eye hook into the top of the flamingo's head. And with a little bit of pressure, this worked very nicely. It was much easier than trying to screw it in by hand. And then I just tightened it once it was fully in. And I did that to all 6 of my flamingos. I have these palm leaf coasters that I found at Dollar Tree. They came 4 in a pack. And I have this white string. And I'm going to start on the right side. And I'm going to hot glue one of the palm leaves to the string. And then moving a few inches away from that, I'm just going to make a knot and string on 1 gold wooden bead. Then I'm going to place the flamingo and then a second gold wooden bead. I got these beads from Walmart, and then I'm going to tie it on that end. And that's going to help just keep that hanging in one spot. And then I'm going to try to keep them spaced out the same distance. And I'm going to glue another palm leaf. And I'm just taking the stem of the palm leaf and folding it in half. And then I will do another set of wooden bead, flamingo, then wooden bead. And I basically repeat this pattern until I have the garland as long as I want it to be. You do not have to use all 6 of the flamingos if you feel like that is too long for the space you're creating it for. And again, these silicone molds literally come in many different shapes. And then I just tied a knot on each end of the string and then just cut it. And there we go. Now we have this fun flamingo garland. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials on our webpage as well. Have a great day.